lot to work with this year.
What is Mike Wang most excited about with 2K22 gameplay?
Yeah, and that's, I think...
And getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Sure is, thanks, DA. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. They're in a bit of a holding pattern, hoping to take that next leap.
And when I look at the Timberwolves, they're still sorting out their roster, trying to find a way to unlock their full potential in a holding pattern, if you will. And that could change, though, at any moment.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. We've got Antetokounmpo, Brogdon out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. Then it's Johnson, and it's Holmes, and at the center, locking down the middle. And for Minnesota, Ricky Rubio is out there with Avery Bradley. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge, and it's Nikola Jokic, and it's Anderson in at the 3. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies.
And one thing I like about Brogdon is his size. A huge 6'10" wingspan for a guard. Gives him an advantage in matchups. Lets him finish over smaller defenders as well.
And here's Rubio. After Tim Hardaway made that last three-pointer, Anderson finds Jokic. Plays it up and banks it in.
You know, it's evident that Jokic is comfortable operating close to the rim. He's outstanding with his shot selection.
And great with Brogdon and his size, it allows flexibility on defense as well.
Yeah, I mean, it makes switching on the pick and roll easier with him at the top. There isn't a lot of flash to how Brogdon plays on the floor, but you can't deny how impactful he is in all facets.
And here's Rubio. After Malcolm Brogdon hitting the 3. Over onto Antetokounmpo. Rubio misses.
Clearly the defense could have been better there, guys, but he also needs to convert that.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Greg, we're still involved in the conference system. Does it hold relevance as we're looking here at the standings mid-season?
You know, for travel distance, yes, and there's also some tradition at stake. I mean, look, that said, in a perfect world, you'd like to see the best 16 teams make the playoffs each year, but we've had, imbalance in conferences forever, so that's not going to change. But sometimes change is just necessary.
How about quickly for the playoffs? Would you like to reseed and take the top 16? Oh, what a finish!
Good. And when the Greek Freak takes flight, I mean, he's looking to tear that rim apart. So ferocious in his throwdowns.
Back to Rubio. Johnson over to help. Anderson outside. Pass to Rubio. Just 3 to shoot. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo, and they're pushing it up. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
And, when you've got a chance to put a team away early, you got to take it.
Floats it up for Jokic, and Jokic slams it in.
Boy, Jokic always in sync with his teammates, which is part of why he's able to put together these highlight reel sequences.
Here's Hardaway. Bradley with some nice D. Timberwolves trail by 8, and now Minnesota on the fast break. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic.
And this is something Jokic does extremely well. He excels at finding the open man with quality passes.
Hardaway passes to Johnson. It's Brogdon on the wing. To Holmes, 6 on the shot clock. Johnson gets the bucket.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Pass to Jokic. Inside, Bradley. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
And the dunk by Giannis.
Love the read there from Antetokounmpo. I mean, his basketball IQ is really impressive when it comes to alley-oop attempts.
Rubio looking around. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. And recently, on the subject of trash talking,
I like to stay locked in to the game.
Greg, as you always say, different guys intimidate in different ways.
And when you have his level of length, athleticism, and skill, you don't need to say a word.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Grizzlies.
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is their passing. I mean, doing a nice job. Plenty of their points early on coming off assists.
So the Grizzlies 5 right now. We've got Rashawn Holmes. Johnson is out there with Antetokounmpo. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. And it's Hardaway in at the shooting guard position. Bradley passes to Aldridge. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
Boy, this is as skilled an inside scorer as you're going to see, folks. I mean, Aldridge has a lot of post moves.
Greg, LaMarcus Aldridge taking more three-pointers last season, easily passing his career highs in attempts with almost 3 a game.
And Aldridge shot a very respectable percentage from outside. In order to play heavy minutes at the 4, you need to be able to shoot. Good to see Aldridge still adding new wrinkles to his game.
So it's Rubio bringing it up for Minnesota. They trail by 7. And this is the first season matchup for them against the Grizzlies. Pass to Jokic. It's Bradley on the wing. Doesn't go that time. Johnson with the defensive effort. Shoots over Rubio. Holmes passes to Antetokounmpo, and it's sent back by Jokic.
Outstanding timing from Jokic there. Then the superb reach to wipe away the shot.
Brogdon against Rubio. Here's Jokic. Rebounded by Holmes.
Boy, that's a good player missing from point-blank range. That's one you got to convert.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Hardaway. To the middle. And the dunk by Giannis.
This is the kind of unselfishness you love seeing from Brogdon, making sure he gets it to the open man.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
A wide open look here for Aldridge. Another miss by Minnesota.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide open look.
And the Grizzlies leading by 9. To the inside. And then Johnson with the dunk.
Well, you know, guys, we know Hardaway can score, but when he makes these passes, it makes him a lot more dangerous.
Rubio against Brogdon. And the basket by Rubio.
Given the size disadvantage, you have to have a lot of confidence to take that shot.
And you know what? He does. I mean, in the NBA, you've got to have ways to score over defenders of all sizes.
Brogdon the pass to Antetokounmpo. Back to Brogdon. Giannis outside. Stolen by Rubio. Oh, here we go. Rubio's got it on the fast break chance. Here's Jokic. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
And the long reach of Antetokounmpo. I mean, stretches for days. And because of that, he's excellent at challenging shots.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And, you know, guys, he had a big game at the free throw line in their last outing.
Matter of fact, a lot of his points came from the stripe. He was feeling it. Yeah, guys, I mean, he's been a very steady hand for them when it comes to his free throw shooting.
There's 18 seconds left here in the second. Rubio against Brogdon. Rubio with it. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Sacramento.
And it was not a one-man show. That was the best part. He had just as good a game.
Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It's Memphis out in front at the half. And it was on the heels of his MVP season. And that's
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. You look at Jokic in this game, he has been everywhere.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
They've got Ricky Rubio. Jokic is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. Then there's Bradley, and it's Anderson in at the 3 slot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Rubio against Brogdon. You know, winning that championship as you did, Greg, for UNLV, many people don't remember you played much of that season with a broken jaw.
Well, Kevin, I don't remember much of it, to be honest with you. It was pretty hazy. I lost 19 pounds over the course of the season.
Oh,
I was championship night. I was 168 pounds.
No kidding.
Yeah. Well, I was wired shut for 8 weeks. Did miss a game, but I tell you what, I don't know if I would do that today. But, you know, it did turn out well with the championship.
As I recall, you broke it against Fresno State, correct?
Yes, yeah. Got my legs taken out from under me and broke the fall with my face.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Ouch. While we have a break in the action, now let's check out the league's best shooting teams. Number 1, the Grizzlies.
Just tremendously disciplined offensively, always looking for the best possible shot. That's how they've gotten that field goal percentage to skyrocket.
And, you know, the 2016-17 Rookie of the Year continues to impress. Brogdon is a valuable role player who does a lot of things well.
Rubio, the pass to Aldridge. Jokic, and Jokic throws it down.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
The pass to Giannis. And a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got 10.
Antetokounmpo going to work inside. Yeah, he's 6'11", but he's also relentless.
And we heard Shaquille O'Neal bestow his Superman nickname on Giannis Antetokounmpo, and rightfully so. The Greek Freak, the most dominant paint scorer since Shaq himself.
Here's Brogdon shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Ricky Rubio picks one up.
You know, remember now, Malcolm Brogdon was a second-round pick. But, boy, he can mix it up down low and is really a good all-around player.
And watching Antetokounmpo get to the rim can, GA, take your breath away.
Man, he can go around you, through you, or literally jump right over you. Call him the freak, Superman, what have you. None of it feels like an exaggeration.
That one falls. 8 points for him.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Giannis high post. Aldridge on him. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Here's Rubio. Rebounded by Hardaway.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Baseline J on the way. Holmes can't get it to go in. Timberwolves trail by 5. From the wing, Rubio misses.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contributions.
Johnson kicks to Hardaway. Back to Johnson. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Boy, he's been a rock of offensive support so far, and when they've needed a basket, they've turned to him.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And it's Rubio with the ball for the Timberwolves. To the wing on the left. Aldridge dishes to Bradley. Clock at 6. Giannis with some nice D.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Brogdon so composed, riding the wave of momentum, not forcing shots, instead taking what the defense gives him.
Here's Jokic. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Rubio's got assist number 5 here tonight. And so it's Memphis. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. On the court for Memphis to start the fourth. R261 out there with Holmes. Then there's Hardaway. Then it's Johnson. And it's Brogdon in at the point.
Absolutely awesome to watch R261 rise up for these throwdowns. I mean, it's really quite easy for him.
Inside. Here's Rubio. That shot off. And Memphis the other way now. R261 passes to Brogdon. Count it.
A shot that Brogdon continues to work on. I like whenever he shoots from the mid-range.
Timberwolves trail by 13. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Anderson outside. Back to Bradley. Aldridge trying to break free. Here's Jokic. And the rejection by Holmes.
Boy, he's really been dominant in this one. Unfortunately, he hasn't had much help.
Hardaway kicks to Brogdon. There's the lob at Kumbo, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile 1 block.
And read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
And Brogdon comes over to help. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. Ricky, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I played, there was an era, you know, you could hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more, but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. And if you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in is their defensive approach.
And right there, Rubio doing what he does, seeing the floor, exploring the defense, finding the open man, and getting him the ball.
Here's R261. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. A scorching 88%.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
And if it doesn't, this is only going to get uglier. I mean, that's no way to defend a player of his caliber. Can't say enough about his individual performance. I don't think you can overstate it. I mean, even if the all-around team effort's been lacking, this guy's been on top of things.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. They're up by 12. 1:39 left to play here in the fourth. And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
Well, to come in here facing a hostile crowd and have a game like he's had, that's what separates the good players from the great players. And here's Johnson outside, and a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. Brogdon's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them, huge margin of victory for the Grizzlies.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year. And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, and he was relentless, nonstop energy. I mean, he just never slowed down or turned off.
Brogdon looking it over. There's the lob. Antetokounmpo
saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Pass to Hernan Gomez. To the paint. Shoots. Nails the baby hook.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Now they're playing with urgency, huh? They could have done it much earlier, before the game was out of reach.
Brogdon against Mason. Brogdon outside. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks.